Intimacy grows when you both share fears and hopes. So take turns listening without fixing and remind each other I hear you, I am with you. Empathy strengthens connection when you reflect back what your partner says and offer gentle reassurance, choosing curiosity over judgment. Welcome to Women of Influence on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. I am Kemisola Williams. Yesterday we are here and it's time for women to sit together. Yes, we need to ensure that we get it right every time. And there's something that we always remind you on this show is that you must be aware. And how can you how can you make that positive impact? How can you change that wrong to right? How can you ensure that you are building values? A lot of times we want to get the money, things like that. Yes, it's good to have money. It's very, very important. However, don't forget that you get what you want when you have the value. When you build value, then you cannot talk about the money. However, today we are not digging deep into money things, issues. We have a lot to discuss when it comes to women, when it comes to our world. We are epitome of a lot. Yes, epitome of a lot. So when we check how are you building up in business, the home front, are you building up in other areas, everything that makes women world, these are the things we bring here. We bring exceptional women to that comes here to educate us, tell us how they've been able to build their world. Because sometimes we look up to them. Yes, they are foundations. They are like testaments. Like they've been able to build some words that when you launch into it, it will help you to an extent, and you can as well, get something positive. Most times, it might not take care of all the issues around you. However, when you listen to their story, it's pop up something, brings a prompt in you, and you can as well use that. It will help you to be able to nurture the stories of these exceptional women. Sometimes help some people to be able to get response to a challenge or maybe challenges that they've been struggling with over the years. Àwa obìnrin, àkókò tuntun dé fún wa láti jókòó, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ìdílé nǹkan, kí màámi kó bá mi pe àǹtí mi, kí àǹtí mi kó bá mi pe àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àtàwọn àbúrò mi. Pé ayé àwa obìnrin àti tún fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ayé wa o, bí a ṣe lè ṣe é tó jẹ́ wípé àwa náà a máa lè ṣàṣeyọrí ní nǹkan tí gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá dáwọ́ lé. Mo dẹ̀ tún sọ ní èdè òyìnbó pé kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ nípa owó nìkan. Pé owó yẹn wà important bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, but kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ owó nìkan. Tẹ́ bá wo ayé àwa obìnrin, ẹ rí wípé nǹkan tó ó lágbára púpọ̀. Nǹkan tó yẹ kí n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wípé kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ you are making it nìkan ló make up obìnrin. Mo jẹ́ ìyàwó gidi lọ́ọ̀dẹ̀, good is a very good one. Mo jẹ́ ọ̀gá gidi níbi iṣẹ́, very good one. Society náà wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa mi dáadáa, very great one. Àmọ́ àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà tó jẹ́ wípé obìnrin wọ́n máa ń go through this stress, hard time, dark time tó jẹ́ wípé wọn ò ní lè share. Ẹlòmíì lórí ọmọ ni, ẹlòmíì lórí ọkọ ni. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ wípé ó máa ń fà á tí obìnrin tó máa wá di pé ẹ máa wí pé ṣe bí èèyàn bélébélé yìí ni ó tẹ̀ ní mọ́tò bélébélé yìí, ó ṣe kinní kan, ẹ wò bó ṣe máa ń dress pé kí ló wá ṣe àǹtí yìí. Ẹlòmíì gan tẹ̀ máa lọ commit suicide. Ẹlòmíì the thing, everything, ó kàn máa go round down the rail. Ó máa dàbí pé ẹ wá máa wonder pé the person you are looking outside, ẹ ṣe ń wò ẹ mọ̀ wípé something is missing. Ìdí nìyẹn tó jẹ́ wípé a fi máa ń pàdé ń bí ní ọjọ́ Thursday lórí Wells Radio 89.3 FM tí a máa jókòó pé àwa obìnrin o òkè àwọn títí bíbí yìí o wọ́n ti rí nǹkan ṣe, àwọn obìnrin kan wà tó jẹ́ wípé alágbára ni wọ́n tọ́lọ́run ti ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ débì kan àwọn náà wọ́n sì ń gòkè àgbà sí tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé ní aspect eléyìí a rí wípé ẹni yìí ó fakọyọ ní títí ọ̀nà ti bíbí ẹni yìí ó fakọyọ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ rí i pé a máa gbé wọn wá a máa wá béèrè pé òkè báwo lẹ ṣe ṣe ìgbà náà tẹ́yìn náà pass through hard times yẹn kí ni nǹkan tẹ́yìn náà tí ẹ̀ ń ṣe tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa tó jẹ́ wípé a lè wá máa wò yín wípé àǹtí yìí máàmì yìí grandma yìí àbí ìyá tí a gbé wáyé àbí ọ̀gá iléeṣẹ́ tí a gbé wáyé obìnrin yìí òun náà ṣe dáadáa ẹ jẹ́ ká fún ní kudos kódà tó di wípé a máa ń gbéyàn wá sí orí Wells Radio 89.3 FM lórí ètò yìí Women of Influence wípé ẹ wá sọ̀rọ̀ bí ẹ ṣe ṣàṣeyọrí ní aspect yìí wọ́n ti máa impact èèyàn kan èèyàn méjì èèyàn mẹ́ta èèyàn mẹ́rin ẹ̀rí àti hàn gédégbé wípé ẹni yìí òun náà ṣe pati tiẹ̀ òun náà sapa ti tiẹ̀. Today we have a great guest tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n máa share a lot and a dẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ family tó jẹ́ wípé ó máa fi ara pẹ́ effective parenting tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn náà wọ́n kàwé gboyè nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé bí a ṣe ń tọ́mọ obìnrin mi ẹ máa bí ẹ ti máa gbé àti gbọ́ òwe yẹn rí pé mo ti bí ẹ ná ìwọ náà lọ bíra ẹ oríṣiríṣi òwe tí wọ́n máa pa àbí bí ọ̀rọ̀ ti Yorùbá tá máa fi ń express ara wa bó dẹ̀ jẹ́ èdè òyìnbó ni okay I've given birth to you now it's time for you to have a rebirth yourself. Have you been able to build capacity? What are you doing now? Are you making sure that you're building your own world? You know, but before it comes to that extent that we can say to a woman or a lady or a child that I am proud of you, there are a lot of things that would have gone, you know, a lot of things that you would have put in place, nurture the child, things that you just have to put in place and ensure that you do your own best. And some women, they are really trying their best, but it's as if they are failing. Like they are trying everything and it's as if they are failing. They are not making it right. Something is wrong somewhere. And these are the things we want to look into today. You know, we have the expert in the house, an exceptional woman who have been able to save some homes. You know, you see some women, they can't even tell you where their children is. Even the girl child, oh my God. That's really not interesting at all, you know. But because maybe they've shouted, they're trying to train their children the way their parents trained them. A lot of things they are putting in place and it's not working for them. And you're trying to impose it, not even in this Gen Z generation that we are now. So we will dig deep into everything you need to know about parenting and other things too that makes women prosper. Don't go away. It's Women of Influence on Wells Radio 89.3 FM.
Akuko puta no bo o mamba kwa kawena makane egwu na dego ego ibo foreign currency you can look but can't touch nekene kosi eje ebube nwa juleju ijele nwanyị apụta ndị obele mma nwa na kpusie akwugo deje chala chala wata ni manebu ya no ebube wata kenu kubebelebe chala chala wata ni manebu ya no.
Welcome back here on to Women of Influence on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio and your number one family radio in your state. I am Kemisola Williams, and earlier I informed you that we have a professional and exceptional woman in the house, and we are, diving into a little bit about her. We want to know about effective parenting as well. A lot of women feels like they are failures because something happened in the home. The girl child could not be managed. In short, let's make it general. Please permit me to make it general so that it won't be to girl child alone today. And we want to see, what are we getting wrong? What's the problem? What do we have to know at this time, even in this 21st what's it called? How do we even put it? This time that we are now, this Gen Z generation, yes, that is the word I was looking for. I could remember that parents, when in my own time, when my dad is talking, you don't look up. But now, I've seen parents who says, that if you are looking down, it is a sign of disrespect. I couldn't bring it together. It is kind of different. So I keep asking, is it not the same parents who trained me, and I'm able to know that this thing you don't do? And you see my younger ones, they are doing, just opposite. And you see mommy tell me, "Wo, Shani Suru." Don't let me say too much. I have my guests in the house who will help parents, women, to be able to know it's right. My guest today on the show is a Mrs. Victoria Adeayo. She is a public health advocate, trauma-informed coach. She is a minister, and she's also a broadcaster. She is a public health advocate, faith-based trauma-informed coach, as I've said earlier, and a minister of the gospel's life's work is rooted in healing, wholeness, and the restoration of human dignity. She is the host of a School Talk Cafe, a thought-provoking platform that brings critical conversations to light around the lived realities of students, parents, and educators in Nigeria. Through this platform, Mrs. Adeayo consistently addresses issues of safety, psychosocial well-being, peer influence, and systemic risk affecting young people. Permits me to pause there. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you.
Yes.
Thank you for
Good to be
impacting your word. Thank you for saving homes. Thank you for saving the girl child. Generally, I know it's not only a girl child that you deal with, and you have an NGO, putting a lot of time, your funds into it to be able to safeguard children and make sure that they live safe and they are able to achieve that which the Lord has called them to be. Thank you so much, Mrs. Victoria. Before we dig into the effective parenting, we want to know you. Let's know your early childhood, your early stage, early life.
That's a broad blanket, tricky question. Okay, I was born into a family, into a polygamous family. I had my primary school in Lagos. I did my first 4 years of secondary school here in Ibadan, St. Teresa's College. And then by the end of SS1, going into SS2, I went to Lagos to another school where I finished. I studied computer science at Babcock University. But also that the passion for me had never really been IT or all those things. When I used to tell people, I said, when my classmates were having lectures or reading or something, I'll be somewhere under the tree in the garden. I'll be counseling somebody, I'll be talking to someone. And by the time it's time to write the exams, well, I just pray. Well, yeah, I was doing something while you're that, and I'll read and, he'll show me. But growing up was quite tough. Growing up was quite turbulent. There were a lot of
I understand, growing in polygamous
yes,
family.
and then
a lot
it's
of-
not the regular polygamous family really, where you have everybody around you. My
Okay.
father still tried to have that what should I call it?
like a system.
Yes. Oh, my father had that system wherein you weren't exactly bothered by what was happening around, but the effect of certain decisions already affected
Yeah.
certain things. And so I grew up in that kind of setting, making my own mistakes, not growing up with my mother. And that also had its own place.
Yeah.
Growing up with my dad, who I later found out was a soldier, although he was a medical doctor, but found out that he was a soldier and had a lot of temper and everything. So I grew up not. So when I hear when I see the Gen Z being able to express and all that, some of us were not really able to do that. You express at your own detriment. Even though I was that kind of child who at some point I just expressed how it was doing me, and because I was quiet for this thing I'm doing today. If anybody has said, "Oh, you're going to be sitting in front of a camera talking to people," I'll say, "Please, please, 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 please.
It's not your thing.
It's not me." So I can say that it's been God all this while, and this is where I am today. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let me ask. Let's dive into this.
Okay.
With your story and you not seeing yourself doing this, and God brought you into
Yeah.
it, and being a psychosocial well-being, peer influence, and systemic. A lot of things like that has to do with, raising
People.
young
Yeah.
ones right. How did you
How did I get there?
get there? Yes.
When I was there are many things I went through as a child that I wasn't able to talk to people about. So there are many sexual experiences, sexual harassments, many of those emotional issues that there was really nobody to talk to. So I grew up in my own shell, in my own cocoon,
Your own world.
in my own world, dealing with things by myself. And that's also how I began to grow a relationship with God, really. Because being on my own and not able to talk to anybody, I just realized that I was talking to myself. And in talking to myself, I realized that, oh, there's somebody else also responding. So I started having this relationship with this being who, and then the older I got, I just realized that among my peers, I was different in the sense that I'm struggling with something today, and there's nobody in my circle, my age group, who can relate. So I can't even talk to them. I can't even. They won't understand. And so I'll start looking for adults. And in the process of looking for adults, I've also been manipulated. I've also been taken advantage of in trying to speak with adults as well. So growing up, going to university, struggling through school at some point, trying to deal with teachers who were being silly, and then realizing that if I'm going through this, and then by the time I come out of this thing that I have just gone through, then I now realize that those in my circle now start experiencing it. And so I'm standing here on the other side saying, you know what, this is how to do this is how to jump on past this thing, this is how to experience it. So I realize that naturally, or due to life experience, I was already placed in a position where like the Bible will say, with the same comfort you have received, comfort others.
Yes.
So I just find myself standing on this other side and say, you know what, I've been here, I've gone through it, this is how to go through it. And then I realized that after a while, with the loss of 2 children, with different issues, I realized that I'm equipped to handle people. And then I just said that people just start calling and asking questions. Oh, hey, this thing that I'm going through, how do you think I can handle it? And then there's a wisdom based on experience. There's a wisdom based from walking with God. Because those who know me know that I am unapologetically Christian. There's nothing I'm going to do. If I cannot find my bearing in the Word of God, I am not going to step out of it.
Wow.
I'm not going to do it. So for those who are listening, you are going to be hearing me talk a lot about, how God can and what God, because I believe in the beginning, God, And so if you're going to be successful as a Christian, terms and conditions apply.
Applies, yes. It applies. All right, thank you so much. Kó tó di wípé a tún tẹ̀síwájú ní orí ètò àti sọ ní èdè òyìnbó. Ẹ má worry, ẹ mix it up in way tí ẹ pé àwọn èèyàn lè understand. A rí pé àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀mí èdè Yorùbá ni àwọn yàn láàyò. Bí ìdẹ́ni fẹ́ kó yẹ pé ká já wọn sílẹ̀. Fún àwọn tí ó jẹ́ wípé Yorùbá ni ẹ̀yàn láàyò. Àlejò mi lónìí àwọn ni Mrs. Victoria Adéayọ̀ tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n jẹ́ certified child psychological practical and a trauma-informed coach. Màá sọ díẹ̀ tí mo ṣe lè mọ̀ sí. Pé àwọn náà ẹni tó bá wà ní trauma maybe ẹni tó bá ń kojú nǹkan kọjá àwọn eléyìí wọ́n kàwé gboyè níbẹ̀ yẹn Mrs. Victoria Adéayọ̀ pé ó yá àwa náà ti là kọjá ẹ jẹ́ ká ràn yín lọ́wọ́ láti là kọjá. Àwọn náà dẹ̀ léléyìí ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ni wọ́n dẹ̀ wà nípa wípé òkè báwo ni ọmọ ṣe máa wà tẹ́ bá notice pé ẹ ti ń notice àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú ayé ọmọ tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ máa rọmọ mi á kàn ti rẹ̀ mọ́nu yàrá kò ní fẹ́ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n lè jẹ́ pé ó ń go through bully anything irú nǹkan àwọn stages báyẹn wọ́n máa ń take ẹ̀ pé ó yá ẹ mú ọmọ náà wá ẹ jẹ́ kí a mọ bí wọ́n ṣe máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bá irú ọmọ náà rìn láti correct àwọn wrong kọ̀ọ̀kan gbogbo àwọn kan báwọn yẹn nípa ti ìmọ̀ tí wọ́n kà nípa ti ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run náà wọ́n á tún jẹ́ kí ọmọ yẹn náà kó tún jọ́ ni. A dẹ̀ ti béèrè wípé báwo ni ìrìn àjò yín ìdí tá a fi máa ń béèrè ni pé àwọn náà ṣe ọmọ kékeré rí so kò wọ́n ṣe spirit wọ́n grow bẹ́lẹ̀ yìí ni so mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ sọ báwo ni ìrìn àjò yín ṣe rí láti kékeré then bí ẹ ṣe wá rìn débi psychology practitioner tó jẹ́ wípé wá yan iṣẹ́ yìí láàyò.
Okay, well, I'll try.
Okay, Ọlọ́run á ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Okay, so mo dàgbà s'Èkó.
Okay.
Òbí mi daddy àti mi ò bá mọ́mì mi dàgbà. Ọ̀dádì mi mo gbé. Mo ṣe primary school l'Èkó, mo wá ṣe GS1 to SS1 ní Ìbàdàn ní St. Teresa's College. Yeah, mo dẹ̀ padà lọ s'Èkó lọ ṣe SS2 and 3. Well, ní kékeré mi ò really ní àwọn ọ̀rẹ́. Mi ò lè bá àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí mo notice pé àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣe mí, well, I think that's
wọ́n
lè understand it. Nǹkan tẹ́mi ń go through kò yé wọn. Kò sí teacher tó ń yẹ wọ́n lẹ́nu, kò sí
ilé kan
láti padà lọ sílé nítorí téèyàn bá ṣe ń lé ìbínú dádì ò dáa.
Àbí o tí o tún sí mọ́mì bẹ́ẹ̀ tó máa bá yín àfihàn pé ẹjọ́.
Mọ́mì gan ẹ̀rù dádì gan bá wọn so kò sẹ́ so èmi wá stubborn because mo wá rí pé the only way tí mo lè survive ni mi ò lè bá yàn sọ̀rọ̀ but mo wá lágídí. Àwọn tó bá wọ́n mi sí gan ni àwọn èèyàn gan ṣì sọ pé mo lágídí àwọn ṣì sọ pé mo lágídí bọ́ wọ́n mọ̀ pé agídí tí mo ní sìn well even though àwọn èèyàn náà sọ pé okay agídí tí mo ń tẹ́lẹ̀ àti agídí tí mo ní sìn ó yàtọ̀.
mo sì ti tẹ́lẹ̀ ìmọ̀ Ọlọ́run ti wọ̀.
mo rántí ọjọ́ kan tí gbà tí dáàdì mi kú tí mọ́mì mi wá tí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi bi mọ́mì mi pé láàrin gbogbo àwọn ọmọ mẹ́rin tán ní ta ló máa ń fún ọ wàhálà jù. Mo ti rẹ́rìn mo ti ń dúró kó sọ pé èmi ni mọ́mì wa ni ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn le díẹ̀ o nígbà tó pé tẹ́lẹ̀ ni pátáwà kékeré èmi ló máa sọ but nísìn wọn ò lè sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ẹ ti draw into your shell.
ìgbéra pé iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tí mo ń ṣe yí dáa pé ó ti wọlé ó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ so mo realize pé all through tí mo wà kékeré tí mo wà ní school táwọn ẹgbẹ́ mi bá wà ní school tí mo wà ní class ọkọ mi ò ní síbẹ̀ nǹkan tí mo kà gan ní school gan mi ò lò ọkọ mi ò ní síbẹ̀ nígbà mi táwọn ọmọ mi bá ń kàwé tó bá wà ní kíní màá wà ní inú garden abẹ́ igi màmá ṣe counseling màmá ka Bible mẹ́kì máa kàwé àbí kí máa ṣe counseling ìyẹn ò ní pé ayé mi perfect o mo sì make àwọn serious mistakes kan nínú ayé mi nígbà yẹn náà ṣe pé tí nǹkan bá bẹ àmì máa ní ṣe so gbogbo Jésù yìí tó ń pariwo gan-an ṣé o lè make right decisions. So mo wá rí pé okay by the time tẹ́mi bá la issue kan kọjá ni àwọn èèyàn tó wà ní around mi, àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi, àwọn ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ my experience láwọn máa bí mi pé kíní tó ń ṣe wá bá làṣẹ fẹ́ ṣe mọ́ ẹ pé okay gbogbo nǹkan tèmi ti go through kò kí n ṣe fún ara mi nìkan.
Yes. To help others.
Is to help other people, and I realized, and that's one of the things. I want to mú mi lọ ka child psychology, to mú mi lọ ka trauma informed coaching, because mo realize pé okay, it's not if I help àwọn èèyàn. Yes, our experiences may wà ńbẹ̀, Bíbélì wà ńbẹ̀, but ó dá kéèyàn náà ní ìmọ̀ in that space, in that field. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Fún àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, you just joined us on the show. This is Women of Influence on Wells Radio 89.3 FM. My guest today is Mrs. Victoria Adiayo, who is a public health advocate, trauma-informed coach. She's also a minister and psychology practitioner and a trauma-informed coach. Yes, we are trying to bridge why parenting in the olden days, why it's not the same with this our 21st century, especially with this
Gen
Z advert, and we have them a lot now. You can't just take them away. They are very important in the society, and we need to carry them along. So these and more are what we will discuss by the time we resume from this short musical break.
Ebube nwa juleju ijele nwanyị apụta ndị obele mmanwụ wanapụsie akwụgo
Welcome back. You're on to Women of Influence on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. Yes, and now we move to the very word that we want to preach. Permit me to use that word today. You know, what's really, let me start from what this generation, what's different from this generation 9 parenting, and that's, okay, let's start with parenting so that we carry our listeners along.
I think parenting in those days was more intentional. Mothers were at home. Yes, so I know that mothers are going to say, I can't stay at home. There's I need to make money, blah 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 blah. I get that, but it's not also how long you stay. It is what you do with the time that you have with the children. So in those days, I think mothers were at home. This saying that charity begins at home wasn't just a cliche. It was actually something that we believed, that the family was the fabric of society. And so it is what you learn at home is what you take out. So parenting at home was very intentional. Mothers were at home. And even though after a while mothers began to go out, but still mothers were still mindful of how they were raising children. Fathers were also mindful of how children were being raised, and children were not raising children.
What do you mean with that word? Is a strong word.
Right now, we have children who are giving birth to other children. Wow. We have children in a sense that, and it's not by age, it's by a sense of maturity. I had my first son very early, 21. But I wasn't a child in my mind. I already knew that, yes, any child I was bringing in, because of how I grew up, any child I was bringing in, I wanted to pay attention to that child. But most parents today are trying to hustle, which is understandable. They're trying to hustle, they're trying to make money, they're trying to live their own life. And you see, what we pass down from one generation to the other is because we saw our mothers go through stress. We saw our mothers and our fathers let me even go for the mothers. We saw our mothers go through stress. We saw our mothers go through a certain kind of lifestyle that social media and television and the media began to tell us that it wasn't ideal. So the next generation of children that were being born saw perseverance, saw intentionality, saw deliberateness as weakness, as wasting of time. And they're like, they They want to make money. Money became the focus. And not just in the family, it's in society. Money became the focus. And then we began to lose values. Because if I, as a mother, regardless of my schedule, regardless of what I'm doing, if I'm intentional about my children, then even if I'm working a 9 to 5, there's a way I will create a system in raising my children. So I was speaking at my kids' school last year during their graduation. And I was talking to the parents of the graduates. Like my last child was also graduating into secondary school. So I was talking to that class. And I was telling the parents, the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go.
Yeah.
And I asked the parents, I said, that scripture, the only way that scripture is going to work is if you, the parent, know the way the child is supposed to go. If you don't know the way the child is supposed to go, there's no way you're going to train that child in the way he's supposed to go. So we have children giving birth to children. Children, mothers and fathers who do not go and find out, who don't understand what parenting really is. That parenting is stewardship.
No, they are not intentional.
That parenting is one of God's systems of preserving the next generation. So if we're going to have the next generation that are going to be doing well, we say children are the leaders of tomorrow. Who raises those leaders? It's not the school teacher alone. It's mommy and daddy. So if mommy and daddy understand that this child that I have gone to go and fast and pray for is an assignment. Parenting that assignment, stewarding that assignment, the way you steward your 9 to 5, that you want promotion in the office.
Yes, ma'am.
That assignment, the moment we understand that, parenting will take its original posture.
All right, I have a question I want to
Go ahead.
Push out to you. You mentioned something that a child giving birth to
children. Yeah.
you know, a child, and you said there is a way that's they just have to follow it. Because you go online, you see a lot of things, you know. Even me, I've read it today. You know, effective parenting, boost your child's self-esteem, a lot of things like that, which to an extent it's true. So, what are the things that parents must put in place, especially the mother, to be able to ensure that they are intentional and getting to know how their child, as in the journey, the way of life, and especially with this, please use this Gen Z generation as a, you know.
I have a Gen Z in
focus.
my house. If I have 2 Gen Zs in my house, I have one who's in university, I have one who's in secondary school. I was telling a friend, I think it was yesterday, I said, I have a Gen Z who behaves like a millennial. I have a Gen Z who is a pure Gen Z, who I'm saying, show you what?
Mix it,
Sometimes you just see her, she'll just be like, then as I said, because now when I said train up a child on the way he should go, every human being, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you are whatever, every human being came to us with an assignment. You didn't come to the back door. You came through God's own process. So nothing came behind him. He knew you were coming. And he does not do useless things. So when you were coming, he gave you an assignment. Abi?
Yeah.
Okay. If there's an assignment, and the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. In the way that child should go. Not in the way general should go. In the way that child should go. So when the parents say, it is time for me to have a child, you know, that parent self must even know who they are.
Yeah.
How many of us in our generation can comfortably say, I know who I am. I know my purpose in life. So if you, the parent, do not understand your purpose in life, how do you want to help the child understand their own purpose in life? So parenting is you first. Are you the parent? Do you understand who you are? When you do, this child, the one that gave me, creator of heaven and earth, you gave me this child. Who is this child? What has this child come? And it's not difficult, honestly, because every child comes with potential. And the child has not heard, no, don't do this, no, don't do that. But he's already showing you things that he can do. You see, I have one child in my house who can talk for Africa, for the globe. I know, I see it. Sometimes it annoys me that she talks a lot. But I'm also conscious that this talking is there for a reason.
Yeah.
So we are manipulating it. We are using it for good. So when they say, come, so when her school says, you're going to give recital, I'm not surprised. Because that talking is there for a reason. So, oh yeah, this is the recital. Now you now start polishing it. This is how to do it. Then you now start opening the child to opportunities. And you make the child understand that, see, it is God that gave you that gift. So that gift must give him glory. You must honor him with it. Not to honor the devil. And the Bible is complete. And I said to my listeners, I am sorry. I am going to always refer to scripture. Because that's who I am.
Yes.
So, okay, so instance, my daughter's school gave her a recital during Christmas to talk about Jesus in the whole scriptures. Say find Jesus in any book of the Bible.
Wow.
Yes. And they gave it her and then talk about it and then talk to people. And I told her, I said, see, you are a minister. So this recital is not just she's going to come and just talk. You are a minister. So go and pray. Go and pray very well. Because when you open your mouth to start saying these things, people will actually see Jesus in it. They will see where they need him in it. And I kid you not, when she started, I had goosebumps.
Wow.
I had parents, and there's no time she talks, she does not make money. You come and drop money. I said, money is a byproduct. Don't let the money be your focus. So what am I saying?
Speak to their spirit.
You must. But how do you speak to a spirit you don't understand? How do you speak to a child you don't know? When you don't understand where she's coming from, where she's going, you don't understand the giftings and the potential she has. I have a son in my house who he wants least part of resistance. And I'm saying, meaning there's a leadership quality in you, but you want to be lazy. No, sir. You cannot afford to be lazy. You will do something, but no, you go and do it again. I said, go and sweep it. He said, you will do it again. Because I know, I can see to an extent. And because I asked the one who gave me the child. Look at Eli. Eli had 2 sons. What was God's anger with Eli?
But you did not.
He did not train
the child.
He did not correct them when they were wrong.
Yes.
Why was God so confident about Abraham?
But God said because he knows that he will teach its children according to his own.
So parenting is God's system. God put it. So you're asking God for a baby. You have a child. It will be so unfair that you raise that child and then by age 20, they are still confused on why they are here.
All right, I just hear I'm on the Yoruba. I need that to carry one along. Mix ọ̀rọ̀ yín gan ní Yorùbá àti èdè òyìnbó so that maybe we don't have to come to Yorùbá.
Okay. I think that works.
So ipe nǹkan tí ẹ sọ ni wípé òbí gbọ́dọ̀ mọ Ọlọ́run, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ mọra wọn, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ mọ nǹkan t'Ọlọ́run fẹ́ fún ọmọ yẹn kó tó di wípé ẹ lè sọ wípé òbí ni yín tẹ́ fi máa nurture ọmọ yẹn because ọmọ wọ́n wá in a different way. Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ ṣe máa bá ilé yìí wí.
Kò ń ṣe same with my package, yes.
So is you pé a gbọ́dọ̀ mọ ọmọ ìyẹn gan ló máa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti mọ bí a ṣe máa nurture ọmọ yẹn ní ọ̀nà tí ó yẹ kí ó lọ. Ọ̀nà yẹn gan kí làwọn nǹkan tí a máa wá put in place láti lè rí wípé ọmọ yìí ó lọ ní ọ̀nà.
Okay, so ẹ rí ọmọ tí ó like kó máa gbá ball. Ẹ rí ọmọ tó like kó máa gbá ball. Okay. Kí lẹ lè ṣe fún? Ṣé ẹ lè fún ní structure? Ó fẹ́ gbá ball. Àwa kọ́kọ́ kàwé ẹ̀ ná. Kò ní lọ o. Bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn ò ní lọ.
A máa gbá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
So táwọn opportunities yẹn bá yọ, ẹ̀yin náà máa fetí sílẹ̀. Tó bá ní Kọ́lá wọ́n ṣe kíní kan wọ́n ń gbá bọ́ọ̀lù níbẹ̀. Ẹ máa plan owó yẹn pé okay. Ó sure pé bọ́ọ̀lù ló fẹ́ gbá. Ó sure bọ́ọ̀lù nìkan ló fẹ́ gbá. Kò sí nǹkan míì tó fẹ́ ṣe. Ó tọ́ ni ṣé bọ́ọ̀ nìkan àwọn ọmọ mi kan nígbà kan wá ní mọ́mí mo fẹ́ play guitar mo ní okay this is the guitar ó wá dìgbà kan guitar ti wà ń bẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó ń play mọ́mí mo fẹ́ draw ó sọ pé ó fẹ́ draw dà ya máa gba gbogbo draw bọ́ọ̀ mi sì mọ́mí mo fẹ́ drum ó sọ pé ó fẹ́ drum okay ṣebí school yìí ní music kíní go.
No department, yeah.
So nǹkan tọ́mọ yẹn like Over natural. The natural, what I call low-hanging fruit. You don't, why that, how much you want to media pada? Mawatini, that's one just, 2006, 2007, to one just. Your person, Mingba, she was, acting head of, AIT Jos. When I saw me, she told me, she said, you should be in media. Oh, yeah, come on, media. Kagiri boy, and she was trying to introduce me to, things, and I was like, But first, go back 4 years ago, I found my way back into media when Davu, and then I remember asking God, so clear King Shegon Simba, and he just said, Benny, call this person, and that's how I found myself back in media.
All right, let me ask this question. What's the difference about this recent generation that we have now? Is it that something is different? Is it that the children we have then, like they're kind of quiet, they want to follow the decision of their parents, but now you see that it's a new world. Even the thinking mode. When you see a Gen Z, whatever comes into their mind, sometimes they pick it up immediately. I tell my siblings, when a thought comes, my dear, sit and think before you embark on it. Because most times, the end thereof is destruction. So why don't you create time and think about it? So what's the difference? Where is the line that differentiated, or, what really got happened?
Okay, let me try
in that situation.
Let me try and strike a balance, because a big kudos to the Gen Z. They have something that I wish our generation had, which was the guts, the guts to just go out and do it. But when we were growing up, because it's social media now,
so a lot of things contributed.
There was no social media. It was what mom and daddy said, and maybe the books you read. And then God help you if you don't have good friends, the rubbish your friends will say. Those were your yardstick. Those were your source of information. But now, at the generation to Jekwe, at their fingertips, information.
Yeah.
Whether it's wrong, whether it's bad, whether it's good, whether it's healthy. And then because the media, and that's why I refuse to step out of media, and I'm going to stay in media, because media, we don't realize that we're the programmers of society. It's what we show to these impressionable people that they take. If we say something is right, 90% of people are going to accept. Exactly, Gen Z, they're going to accept it. So our generation didn't have all that. It was what mommy and daddy said. And there was no online job. There was no betting. There were no options like that. And the family was tighter. Now, with the advent of social media, if you tell your child, I'm not buying you a phone, it's as if you have done a bad thing.
Yes, I understand.
But did that help us?
Yes.
It did. I remember when I was writing WAEC, my dad said, you see that TV you want to go and watch now? That is the last time you're going to watch TV till you drop your WAEC paper. It felt like
hell.
I'll go to school and I'll hear my exam has not started though. Like SS2, I'm about to enter into SS3, and it says last time. So from beginning of SS3 till I drop my paper, no TV. And I'll go to school, I'll hear my friends talking about
these movies,
and I cannot talk. I just be looking.
Trends.
I can't talk. So, but by the time I finished writing WAEC, and I rushed back to, I'm looking at it, seeing it now as I'm talking to you. I rushed back to this TV. The same program I left 1 year ago was what I was watching, what I met. I just switched off the TV and I went back to my room. Like, so what was? So even now to my house, my TV is on. So our kids have social media. Our ọmọ wa ni wọ́n ní kí ló ń pè kíni náà? Wọ́n ní social media.
Social media.
Wọ́n ní social media. Yes. So tẹ́yìn máa ń sọ nínú ilé, tẹ fọ́mọ ní phone tó ní internet.
Nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yẹn jẹ́ kí n rántí nǹkan. Kòkòrò kan wọnú yàrá, very tiny insect. So I was wondering, why I saw a number of them. Like, immediately my younger sister just took her phone.
Google less.
Snap. They saying like, why do we have?
Yeah.
Only for her to come back and tell me it's because we have water on the floor. I'm like, and split to me. I'm like, how did you?
That's the advantage.
Wow.
That's the Inkoto Dalawa Gen Z. But they need to balance it. And that's where I'm going to go Pelu Inkoto parenting for Yato. Inkoto fi badje. And it's not totally bad, really.
Or should we talk about how can parents now
balance it
well now?
So at what age should you even give a child a phone? Ọmọdún mi lo lo ẹ̀kọ́ mọ́jẹ́ kẹ́ tó gbé Android phone. Ọmọ tí ò tí ní self what's the word? She's not kò tí sure nípa rẹ̀. Ó tí wà very impressionable. Kò tí jìnnà. Ẹ wá gbé social media lé lọ́wọ́.
Because to my phone man,
ẹ wá gbé unchecked. My first daughter gba tí mo fún ní phone tó ní Android phone and all that. Mo sọ fún mo ní no social media handles until you are 16. And I had to give them a phone. Mo láti fún one phone tí máa jáde. So mo lè
monitor.
So mo ní and then wọ́n máa assignment wọ́n máa fún assignment school.
Especially during the COVID-19 era.
Exactly. So mo ní no social media, no Instagram, no Facebook, no Twitter, no nothing until you are 16 or you enter university. You choose one. Ọ̀dọ̀ tó pé 16. Kíá.
Low point.
But ọmọ yẹn ń sìn. Tó bá ní where's your handle? Kò post. But mo ní kejì o tó ń dúró tó ń parí pé òun fẹ́ mo ló sì máa swear. But you see, so tá a bá ti kọ́ ọmọ tó jiná. That you are comfortable to say mo mọ́mọ́ mi kò lè ṣe báyìí tó bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ fi a tún stabilize.
ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ̀sán yẹn ó lágbára o.
tẹ́ bá ti ṣe jiná.
My own father, my biological dad, wọ́n quiet but daddy máa sọ nǹkan tó jẹ́ wípé mo ṣe wọ́n máa sọ pé mi ò àmúmọ̀ kan Kemisola kò ṣe ṣé wàá mọ̀ wípé bó ṣe quiet yẹn tó máa ń trust mi ó wá máa create fear of offending my dad. In short, mama àná mi gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe because Pastor Fola Williams ò ní believe pé Kemisola ṣe kìíní.
mo rántí bàtà wà l'Abuja ẹnìkan wá fẹjọ́ ọmọ àkọ́kọ́ mi sùn wípé ó mọ̀ òun lójú that she was rude that she spoke rudely to her. I said no, it cannot be my first. Only no, your side here money.
Mo nǹkan tó lè ṣe.
Mo ní ṣé àbúrò ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n ní mo ní àbúrò ẹ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀. Òun kọ́ ló sọ̀rọ̀.
All right, for people that just joined the show, this is Women of Influence on Wales Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred Awesome radio. We are digging into effective parenting. My guest today is Mrs. Victoria Adiayo, who is a broadcaster, public health advocate, trauma-informed coach, and a minister as well. So, Kini, what do you think that parents should put right now? We only have like 3 minutes to
go. And to permit me to say this in English so that I can see it and hit it. I'll try. I want to speak to the mothers. I'm not exempting the fathers, but it is believed that mothers have closer relationships with their children. In as much as I would say, be your child's friend. Pay attention to your child. Don't be too busy. Don't be too preoccupied. I know that going out to work is difficult and you are tired and you are stressed. But create a system in the sense that you can look at your child and you know when something is wrong, when they are hiding something from you. It doesn't come from shouting and giving instruction. You will shout, I shout. But it comes from having a relationship with your child. We need to deliberately have a relationship with our children. That, like I tell my children, I said, Joe, no matter what is happening around, you can come home. You know you can talk to me. We will dig it out. You are not, for your children, because you should understand that there are phases to your child's life.
Yes.
There's a time your child will need you to be a friend. There are times they'll need you to be a coach. There's a time they just need you to just be there, quiet. let them be the one to come to you. We need to build this relationship with our children. If we are not talking to our children, somebody else is talking to them. Social media is talking to them. Classmates are talking to them. Mothers, you need to make your opinion so strong in your child's life that even when somebody else is saying something else, your voice is ringing in the back.
Yes, just like I narrated how I feel
your
with my
voice.
dad.
And for me, once you can start that talking with, not just to, talking with, gist with them. Let them, if you see when
talking with and talking to, just in few words, what's the difference?
Talking with, you're sitting, you're talking to your paddy. You are gisting. I watch TikTok with my kids. I watch movies with my kids. I've created an environment. I'm not perfect. I still say, God help me. When my kids can come back from school and say, Mommy, this boy
bullied me.
I like this boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I like this boy. And they'll be blushing.
I was just thinking my own generation.
Exactly. So I do that so that when it matters most, they know that she's disciplined though, she's strict though, but there's still space for us to talk.
Yeah.
That's what I need parents to do. Or else somebody is talking. Make sure it is you that is talking to your children, or else you just be hearing that they did this, they did that, and you are not aware.
Sorry, son Yoruba.
Especially our mommy, ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rẹ́ fáwọn ọmọ yín, ẹ bá wọn ṣeré, ẹ bá wọn gist, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń gist pẹ̀lú àǹtí tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ́yìn yẹn, ẹ bá wọn dúkẹ́ bá wọn gist, nítorí tẹ́ ẹ bá kí n bá ọmọ yín sọ, tẹ́ ẹ bá kí n gist pẹ̀lú wọn, wọ́n ń gist pẹ̀lú ẹlòmíì, wọ́n ń gba advice lọ́wọ́ ẹlòmíì.
Yeah, a word is enough for the wise. Thank you so much, Mrs. Victoria Adeayo. We are wrapping up the show now. Oh my God, I wish we have more time. And I want to plead that you can create time for us, to continue. I have a lot of questions, seriously, that I want to ask. Serious, and I believe that it will be in the mind. I did not open the phone line because I want everybody to get their own piece of their own word this afternoon. But when next, we definitely open the phone line. Thank you so much for making it, and thank you for educating, for helping a home, for saving a soul out there and a home out there. Thank you so much. I'm Kemisola Williams, and at this end, we draw the curtain for today's episode of Women of Influence. Join us next week, 3 p.m. Thursdays on Wells Radio 9.3 FM. On Women of Influence. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye.
Precious one, epitome of beauty. See her in all her glory. This is not your regular woman. She's the king of queens. She's the queen of queens. A queen and more. Malarisia.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio. The time is